So today what I want to discuss is the topic marriage. Is it a freedom or it feels like a prison after some time? I'm picking this burning question because that is asked by many of my global clients that I have. I am a spiritual and a law of attraction coach. I work with the people all across the globe, from you name the country, and I have worked with my clients over there. So, is marriage truly a liberation, or is it cleverly disguised as a prison, as a institution where society can control you, or the religion can control you and bound you? Okay, so let's get real. In a world today where the terms like independence and self-discovery, you know, this world is claiming that they are celebrating the individuality and the independence of an individual, then we really need to think that why do we still cling to an institution like marriage that sometimes can feel like a bondage or a prison, instead of that rosy advertised image of a happy home. Okay, so we really need to question ourselves or to the society that are we seeking love when we are entering into the marriage, or we are just craving the security and approval of the society. So for centuries, for a very, very long time, marriage has been marketed as the ultimate goal for especially the romantic relationships. You know, the movie saying that they got married and they lived happily ever after. But have we questioned this narrative of living happily ever after the marriage? Or we are trading our true freedom for a false sense of security, and things start falling apart soon once we enter into this institution, when both start taking each other for granted, both feel that the other has the responsibility to bring happiness to me. So do we really become each other's liberators, or do we actually lock each other into that golden cage of expectations, where we want the other to love us unconditionally, but we have a bag full of conditions at our end? And when I work with the people all across the globe, so the couples feel suffocated by the roles imposed by the in-laws, by the society, by the spouse, that you have to be a dutiful husband, a dutiful father or a mother, a caring wife, a caring daughter-in-law. And then this leads to resentment and discontent, which is bound to happen, because when love becomes a demand for fulfillment, that you must complete me, because now you are my husband or you are my wife, this is your primary responsibility to bring me joy. You must fulfill every dimension of me where I feel a lack: emotional, financial, physical, society, psychological, intellectual. So when we say that you must complete me or fulfill me, then at that very moment we are laying the groundwork for imprisonment, emotional imprisonment, psychological imprisonment. And let's try to understand why. Because the true love, it requires both individuals to stand very strong in their identities. They have to take care of their individuality. They cannot compromise on that. Otherwise, marriages, they will become less about the growth and more about the suffocation. If you will ask a marigold flower to become a rose flower, then is it possible? It will try to maybe put up the mask of it, but a marigold cannot be a rose, or a tulip cannot be a rose. And in the marriage, we want the other person to become rose. Is it possible? You really have to allow them to celebrate or to be living peaceful in their individuality. And we have to understand the importance of individual freedom and the need for partners to maintain their independence within the marriage. I'm repeating, maintaining the independence within a marriage. Right? So love, respect, celebrating the other's uniqueness, it should be the foundation of a relationship, of any relationship, rather than possessiveness, control. The other has not taken a birth, or not, he hasn't agreed to come into this institution with the sole purpose to make you happy. No. You both were having certain needs on different levels, like psychological, physical, emotional, financial. Those needs can be met gracefully. That is why both of you have come together into this relationship. Right? They can be fulfilled gracefully without generating any chaos in the society. That is why this institution has come up. It is not something very divine. It's not about the relationship has been created in heaven. No. Marriage has been made by human so that practically you can take care of each other in different levels. So don't make it very divine, otherwise you will feel suffocation, because you will try to live up on the idea of a marriage that society has or the religion has imposed on you. And especially to my female participant, I always say them that you are not a rehabilitation center or a nurse or a caretaker to your husband or to the in-laws. Out of the love, if you feel to do it, then you should do it. But the other partner, either a husband or a wife, they cannot demand you to bring happiness to them by making you their whole and soul responsibility. It's a complementary partnership between both of you. So focus on your individual growth first without sacrificing your own happiness. What you can provide to each other, being within your own peace or happiness, that is something that you can discuss or talk about. So embrace your individuality, embrace others' individuality, respect their freedom, respect them. Once the respect goes, love will go automatically. Then you will simply be carrying the burden of this relationship. Okay, so that was all about marriage. or any relationship.